Hey everyone, welcome to the Pop Keto Kitchen, and today we are making granola. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pop Keto Kitchen. I'm Sean, your host for today, and today we're making a nut-based granola or muesli, depending on where you're from. Now this is really great, this recipe. We use it for so many things, but one of the things that I see online for people starting keto is that at times they might get tired of having eggs for breakfast. And this is a really great thing to prepare. It's so easy, so let's not waste any time and get straight into it. Right, first ingredient on our list is 150 grams of pecans. Now what I've done is I've just taken whole pecans like this and just broken them up in my hand like that. Really, it's that simple, and I've done that to a whole bag. You'd probably be able to chop them up if that's your preference, but that's just how I've done it. So that's 150 grams pecan. Next is 150 grams of flaked almonds. Alright, so what we're going to throw in next is 100 grams of desiccated or shredded coconut. Now there are a few ingredients in this, but it's dead easy to put together. Next, we've got 70 grams each of sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. This here, 40 grams of ground flaxseed or linseed, depending on where you're from. Next, we have 1 scoop of protein powder. Now this works out to be about 30 grams worth. So yeah, 30 grams of protein powder. And the last of our dry ingredients is 2 tablespoons of erythritol. And now we just stir that up. Right, so that's all of our dry ingredients. Next, it's just the liquids, which is 1/3 of a cup of water, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and as we always say, make sure it is not a sugar syrup based vanilla. And our last ingredient is 80 grams of smooth almond butter. And then we just stir all that up together. Alright, now that can take a little bit of stirring, but you're just looking to make sure that all the ingredients are a little bit wet and that you don't have any dry stuff around the edges of the bowl. Cool, now in the meantime, I have got the oven on. I've been heating it up to 150 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Fahrenheit or gas mark 2, and that's going to be what we're cooking this in today. And we're cooking it on a couple of baking trays lined with baking powder. Here's some I prepared earlier. And so I'm just going to divide this up into 2 on the 2 trays. Now the idea of this is that once it's cooked, it's going to stick together into little clumps, and it's going to become like some of those cereals that you see, you know, like the nut clustery type thing. But these, obviously they do have nuts in them, but they've also got a lot of seeds instead of the grains that are normally in cereals. So I'm just spreading these out roughly, giving them a little bit of a press down, and trying to get it roughly the same height across the board. Boom! All right, that's simple. So we are now going to put these into the oven for about 20 minutes. See how they go, let them brown up a bit, turn it over, and then let that side brown up a bit, and we'll see how we go. Let's put them in. All right, so we'll give that 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and have a look. Okay, so it's been about 25-ish, 30-ish minutes. We're getting this out now. You can see how that's gone nice and brown there. That is lovely. Even more so on this one. And literally all we're going to do is turn this over. Just however you can get it done, really. But you can see the difference there between this is the bit that I have turned over, and you can see how light that is compared to the bit that I haven't yet turned over. And so I'm going to do that to both these trays, put them back in for another 15 minutes, and then keep an eye on it. Alright, so that was only in the oven for another 10 minutes or so, and it got quite well done. I'm happy with where it got to. But really, all it is now is a case of, well, I have let it cool a little bit, but you can see as you pick it up, it sort of just falls into little chunks, which are going to be really lovely to have. You know, a piece like that comes out, you just break it up. and it's just really great to have on hand. You can have it on yogurt. That's probably one of the main ways we have. The other thing that we've done with it is we've made a tart of sorts. So there's plenty of recipes online that you can find for keto pastry and pie crust. So we've made keto pie crust, and then what we do is we put we've done like a berry filling. Berries are high in vitamins, generally lower in carbs than some other fruits. So what we've done is we've taken some berries and boiled them down a little bit so they break down. And then we just use this on top of it like a crumble, and it's so yum and everyone loves it. And something like this, you could easily add some cinnamon to it if you wanted. Cinnamon on this would be great as well. If you're going to store it in a container, make sure you let it cool before you shut the lid on it, because you want it to keep its crispiness. And here's the second one. Keep it stored in an airtight container so that it stays fresher longer. And as you can see, a batch like this makes quite a bit of it, and so you can have it there just sitting there ready for when you need it. Now keep in mind there is a lot of nuts in this, and nuts, although good for you, can be high in calories, so just be mindful of that when you're taking portions. It smells so good. I am going to have a bit now to snack on. I love it. So good. Crunchy, nutty, toasty from the brownness in the oven. Get a little bit of vanilla. Could possibly have had a little bit more vanilla in it actually. But really good, really delicious. And those toasted pecans are really yum. Got that sort of caramelly flavour to them. Cool, well thanks everyone. We hope you've enjoyed that. We hope you'll be able to have a go at this. If you do, please pop something down in the comments. Let us know how you've gone. Have you tried it with cinnamon? Have you added a bit more vanilla? Let us know, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, subscribe and do all that sort of stuff. There is the icon to do the subscription stuff, and here is another video of ours that we'll show you enjoy as well, and we'll see you next time. Cheers!